What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Hurls and Small Show, coming to you guys with a whole lot of nothing going on in the NFL per usual, but it's still gonna be a great episode. Apologies for last week's episode; there were some technical difficulties, so we had to go with Smallz's recording, so that's why we were inverted. Audio may have been a little bit different, but today things should be a lot better. And we have our drafts that we've been doing every week. And we're only down to one round, and that round is absolutely fucking awful. Maybe we should have went all time for this round because it's terrible. We got the 6th round today. We got our prospect breakdowns as usual, our 4,000-yard passes for the division, and the waffle, man. The waffle. There's some stuff to waffle about because the WWE's been great, has been great this past couple of weeks. But before we get into any of that, I gotta see how my man is doing. How you doing, Brady?
I'm doing good, dog. I've been ready to go to sleep for about a lot of hours now. So other than that, we're doing good. Woke up another day, so no complaints there. How about yourself? How you doing?
I'm doing great, like absolutely phenomenal. I feel like life is just kind of like on the uptick right now. Like there's just really nothing I can complain about. Sounds like it's the complete opposite for you, or just by the looks of it, the way you just gave me that. But I know I've been talking about a bunch of jobs and stuff recently. I had another interview today that went pretty well. Work has been fine. Going on I knew I was going on vacations like certain days like in the summer or whatever, but now we have those days picked out. I'm going on vacation with the guys. Obviously, my brother wants to go to Colombia for his birthday, so we're doing that as well. So we got a bunch of things planned out. Life is great right now. I really got nothing to complain about.
Vacation. That must be nice.
Yeah, it's a ways away though. It's in August. You should take one too, man. You need it. Especially by the looks of you right now, dog.
What's that supposed to mean?
You just look like defeated. You look like demoralized. Like all your energy was taken. Like the Heat lost 20 in a row or some shit.
The Heat lost 10 in a row, but we back now.
But I know you went on this.
We about to win the last 3 games of the season.
Goodness.
And I don't think we can move up to 8 because
I saw it today. It's only a player. Wait, no. You guys can move up to 8. It was like 8 through 10 or some shit like that, not 7. Sorry, continue.
I don't think we can move up to 8 because the Hawks play like Brooklyn and Philadelphia. So they would have to lose both those games.
Should have let you finish.
Because we're 2 games. I think we're 2 games behind them before tonight, and they have 2 games against Orlando, and then 1 against Brooklyn and 1 against like Philadelphia. It's 2 really bad teams.
So they're ending 4-0.
Probably not 4-0, but probably at worst 2-2. So we'll probably be stuck at 9. Hopefully we get 9 and not 10. We go into Chicago, we might not even win that first game.
Have some faith, man. That 13 and 14 gonna pull through, man.
We gonna have that first playing game in Miami. We're gonna go into Atlanta.
I fuck around, go to that game.
We're gonna beat Atlanta. We're gonna go to Cleveland for game 1 and 2, pull out one of them. We're gonna win game 3 and 4, be up 3-1, and then we go into the second round.
Okay. Does it stop there or does it continue?
It depends on who we play second round. I don't know. I mean, we wouldn't play the Celtics, so probably go to the conference finals.
And then you'd play the Celtics, and that's where the dream stops.
And then we would play the Celtics, and it'd be close, but I'd probably pick us in 7.
Okay. A man can dream. But as I was saying, you had this wedding this past weekend. You were out of town. Anything you'd like to say? Did you have a good time? I did. Before we started recording, I was like, I hope to hear you got a number, you got something. How was it? And did the suit fit? Did the new suit fit that you didn't get to test out? It did. Okay.
The suit was all good. I look fly.
No pictures, no nothing.
What you mean?
You said you look fly. I didn't see you post anything.
Oh, I don't think we've gotten any pictures back yet. And I don't really post shit anyway, so it is what it is. But Greg seemed happy, so that's all that matters. I gave him shit a couple times throughout the night because I don't know if I've told it, but Greg is a black man. And he's getting married to a white woman.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked up to him a couple times and I was like, dog, I get it's a wedding and everything, but every song gotta be a white chick song? Like, what are we doing here?
Hey man,
We finally
shouts
got
out
to
to you, Greg.
we finally got to the end of the night, and one of his homies was like, "Hey, can we request Nokia by Drake?" And then neither of them had the balls to go up to his now wife and be like, "Hey, we wanna play some other music," but
So
she didn't really
it
care.
was
So
like Taylor Swift and like Katy Perry and shit like that.
it was just basic wedding songs. It wasn't bad at all. I was
Uh,
just being a dick just because Greg's my dog. I love him.
I know you were
So
talking about like drinking and like getting drunk. We were talking about that last episode. Any partying or having a good time, anything like that?
everything I told you would happen, it went how I expected it to. Uh,
Meaning?
there there was an open bar at the wedding,
Mm-hmm.
and I usually just drink. If I drink, I just drink vodka lemonades. And
So good. I don't even like vodka, but those are so good.
at his bachelor party, one of his groomsmen couldn't go, so they got a replacement for him. And shouts out to Zai. I hung out with him like that whole night when we were in Louisville.
Mm-hmm.
And I walked up and talked to him at the wedding, and he was like, "Hey, you need to try a Tito's Sunset or Sunrise or something like that."
Mm-hmm.
And dog, it tasted just like orange juice, and I love orange juice.
So
I got fucked up so fast. And it's like I told you I don't drink, so when I do drink, it's like
you say you
my
get
body
a
not
little
used
something.
to it.
You get a little something when you drink.
And I told you what would happen. It's up real fast, and then it's like, damn, I could totally just jump off the Eiffel Tower right now and never look back.
That's hilarious. Okay, at least you had a good time, man. At least you had a good time. Oh, before we get into the draft, one last thing. Smallz, we'll update this every week. Smallz said in the month of April, he wanted to have a little competition between us.
Bro, that shit not even
But he said
fair.
it don't fit. It's not fair. It don't count. He said Monday today would be the day he starts or whatever. So I'm expecting more competition as the month goes on. But as of right now, just know I'm kicking some ass.
You're at like 40,000.
Yeah, 7 days in, up 40,000. Yeah.
But it's not even like I'm slacking because I'm averaging 10,000, and that's with Saturday. I didn't have my phone or my watch on me for like 12 hours, so no steps were being tracked. So like,
I guess. But before we get into the draft, be sure to go down, like, comment, and sub if you guys haven't already. Oh, you got something to say?
No, finish that.
Head over to the Twitter and TikTok and show some love over there. And go ahead. What you guys say?
I'm an awkward ass dude, right? And we were nothing even crazy.
Man. Oh shit.
Nothing even crazy like that. But we had the rehearsal on Saturday, and the chick that I was supposed to be walking down the aisle with, I looked at her. I was like, "Hey, you're in charge of everything. If we look goofy, it's on you." And we went through everything Saturday, and I'm sorry, that was Friday. We get to Saturday, and I can tell she's nervous a little bit, and she looks at me as we're stepping up, and she's like, "All right, I'm just gonna follow your lead." And I looked at her, I was like, "Absolutely not! I told you yesterday, you're in charge of everything. So if we goofy, it's on you."
That's terrible. That is terrible.
We get about halfway, and she notices we walking too fast, so I feel her like basically completely stop.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
We damn near completely stopped, so I chuckled a little bit, and then we kept walking a little bit. And under her breath, I hear her go, "I think we did pretty good." And I couldn't hold it in. I started laughing. And Greg just looked at me like, "What the fuck he laughing at?" And after they both said I do, and you may kiss the bride and everything, you're walking back out. I look at her and I was like, "Hey, it's over now. We might as well just speed walk." Completely joking.
Just ran out there.
She fucking takes off, dog.
How long was the actual like ceremony? Like, was it one of those super long weddings? Was it like 20 minutes?
No, the actual ceremony was probably like half hour, maybe.
Okay, that's what's up. That's the type of wedding I like.
That shit, dog. We got there at 2:15. We were supposed to have the groomsmen pictures at 3:15. So first off, why are we getting there so early in the first place?
Okay.
We just sitting in this other room for no reason. 3:15 comes around and goes. We still haven't taken pictures, and 3:50 hits. People are supposed to start getting there at 4. The wedding's supposed to start at 4:30, and we still haven't gotten our pictures at 3:50.
Well, you say Greg is a brother, so that explains it. But yeah.
But we was just chilling. Like it was the women's that was taking so long. And
oh. You know
I don't know how to say it, but there's not
getting ready.
There's not an ounce of melanin over there.
But there's no need to spin the wheel this week. Like I said in the intro, all we got left is the 6th round. I don't know who had the first pick last week, but honestly, you can be my fucking guest and you can have the first pick if you want.
Let's get some news out the way before we get into our wheel. Just
sorry.
Speed walk through everything.
Yeah.
We got some rules put into effect. The NFL will now allow both teams to possess the ball in overtime, all season, not just postseason.
Yeah.
But they've amended it to 10 minutes, and you can still tie, which is so stupid. I know how much you like ties. They've expanded the replay assist. It got passed, so first downs are like electronically now because of the Josh Allen shit.
Yeah, but the chain gang will still be out there, is what they said. Just for the aesthetic. That's just for the aesthetic at that point.
They're getting paid just to look
literally
cool.
Just to stay in there.
Kickoffs have officially been moved to the 35. Cool. Statistically, it was like 40% increase on how many kickoffs should be returned. The tush push ban has been halted until May at the earliest. 16 voters voted for the ban, and they need to get like 24 for it to pass.
It shouldn't even be banned. John Lynch, Jed York. I hope you didn't vote for the ban.
Is that y'all?
Yeah.
Raheem Morris likes the prospect of keeping Kirk Cousins as a backup quarterback, but he's open if they end up trading him somewhere.
Kirk deserves better.
No, he doesn't. He's ass. Jerry Jones has been trying to negotiate with Micah Parsons directly, leaving his agent out of it. And Micah fired back on Twitter and everything. It was like, hey, I hired the best in the business for a reason. We're not leaving him out of it, blah, blah, blah. So Jerry Jones, once again, not a very smart cookie. Calais Campbell, 1-year deal to the Cardinals. Shout out Kyler Murray.
Welcome home.
The Raiders GM, John Spytek's son, told him that if he doesn't draft Ashton Genty, he's looking for a new family.
Oh, holy shit. All right.
It came out that Trey Hendrickson was super upset with how the Bengals handled everything, which is understandable. 5th-round pick for Joe Milton and a 7th-round pick to the Dallas Cowboys. I wanted my mans to go to somewhere where he could fight for the starting spot, but you know, Dak a dog, but he does have some
injury
struggles.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Russell Wilson convinces Deontay Banks to change the number 2 so that he can have number 3.
Shout out to Deontay Banks for allowing Russ to have his number.
His number?
Like to have his number 3. Like that's Russ's number is what I'm saying. Like number 3.
But like that's not Russ's number.
Number 3 is Russ's number. That's his thing. Not that's his number league wide. That's just his number. Like Russ is just number 3. You know what I mean?
But I'm saying like he weak as hell, so Deontay should.
All right, bro. All right.
Marshawn Lattimore changes from 23 to 2.
I was gonna text you that just because it was his college number. I was like, I know you love the players going because Justin went to his college number, so I know you probably liked Marshawn going to his college number.
So did Zeke when he went back to Dallas.
Shout out Zeke.
Geno Smith, 2 years, $85 million extension.
Yeah.
Absolutely outrageous. I mean, I love Geno. I talk very high of Geno all season, but
I don't think it's outrageous. And even then, it's only a 2-year deal. Did you see it? Did you hear him talk about like? Well, I didn't hear him talk about it. I just saw the quote. You saw him talking about like him wanting out of Seattle, why you requested a trade. He was like it was more of a respect thing. Like he feel like he thought he earned his money and shit like that, and Seattle just wasn't willing to give it to him. So it was just more of a respect thing. He lost respect and just felt disrespected by the Seahawks. And you got Russell Wilson. They had some beef over there. Now you got Geno, and they got beef over there. Sam Darnold, good luck. I don't know if your guy.
But Sam Darnold better than them two to combine, so it's like
he's not better than either of them.
Yeah, but he is better than them. So a bunch of Lions changed their jersey numbers.
Bro,
Gibbs changed
the
from
whole
26
team,
to 0.
the whole team, bro.
A shit ton. Jameer Gibbs said he never liked the number 26, so he's happy to finally get out of it.
I thought 26 was
Jameson
nice.
Williams changes his number for like the 17th time in his 4-year career. He changes back to his college number as well.
Mm-hmm.
And then one of the best receivers in all of football gets a New Jersey number in Ronnie Bell.
Fuck you. Like, fuck
The Arizona Cardinals make Pro Bowl tight end Trey McBride the highest paid tight end in NFL history with 4 years, $76 million. Shouts out to him.
Good contract, yeah.
Probably deserves more if we're being honest.
Yeah,
dog.
but the tight end market is what it is. So I mean, he'll have that record until the next guy gets paid. So shout outs to you, Trey McBride.
Just getting a damn end zone this season.
Please, it's not Kyler. Get him in the end zone, Kyler. Please.
I saw a thing that Kyler, one of his coaches or something just went somewhere else. His offensive line coach or something like that, maybe. And they were saying that Kyler was like didn't want to run as much, and it wasn't the offensive line's fault. But like, Kyler wants to be more of a pocket presence quarterback. Yeah. Case Keenum 1 year, $3 million deal to be Caleb Williams' backup.
I saw this, and I was like, holy shit, bro! This dude is still around, bro. Shout out to Case Keenum, bro. Minneapolis Miracle.
Viking legend. Trey Lance, 1 year, $6 million deal with the Chargers.
Oh man, home. He came home, man. Now I'm even more of a Chargers fan now. And I saw you at me on the pod account, bro. Shouts out to you, Trey Lance. I'm glad you found a home. But it sucks that you're not going to play because we have a top 2 quarterback over here already. So, prayers up to, not prayers up, but, knock on wood that Justin doesn't get hurt. But if Justin does get hurt, Trey Lance should be the one to step in there. And Trey Lance, I know he'll flourish over there. So, Trey Lance, this is just a stepping stone until you actually become a starter and become a superstar one day.
So, Chargers fans, if Justin, knock on wood, as he said, does get hurt, don't expect to win a game. Julio Jones announces his retirement from the NFL officially.
The 0.0001 chance we had a trade coming on just got thrown out the fucking window. But shouts out to Julio Jones. Congrats on retirement.
Teron Armstead also retires.
Shouts out to Teron.
This kind of caught me off guard.
Congrats on retirement.
Some fun news. The Carolina Panthers are signing Coastal Carolina power forward Colin Granger, a 6'9", 225-pound basketball player, to play tight end.
Shouts out. 6'9". Hey! The Panthers might be onto something, bro. If this works, the Panthers fuck around be onto something. It's like, you know what? This center in college basketball ain't going to the league. He hooped, but it wasn't a football guy, wasn't a huge prospect. Plays basketball, but he's not going to the NBA. Let's just try him out. See what he does in training camp for us. If he looks good, now we just have a 6'8", 6'9" guy that we can just throw it up to and nobody can cover him. So, hey, Panthers, I hope it works. Bryce Young, you have yourself a new security blanket and get him the fucking ball. I'm drafting you in fantasy if you're still on the team come week 1.
Okay. Wes Welker hired as the Commanders' wide receiver coach.
Yeah, shout out to Wes Welker, former Niner. Back with Debo.
How many more times do we get this offseason? Because Tyreek Hill once again posted this today.
Bro, I don't fucking know. We talked about it last episode. I don't know what's going on with that dude, bro. I don't know if he wants out or not.
I'm so sick of him.
Oh.
And the last thing, once again, our San Antonio Brahmas got destroyed.
Yeah, I think I'm going to start looking for other options. I think I may demand a trade out of here.
You haven't watched a single second of either game.
No, the fuck I haven't. All I saw Destroying make a kick, then I saw Destroying miss a kick, and they played that to the left. So, Brahmas, y'all got one more game out of me. Otherwise, I'm demanding a trade. Now!
Yeah, St. Louis, no, not DC Defenders are 2-0.
DC Defenders. Who's the team that won the championship? They have like blue, like a teal blue. Who are they?
St. Louis Battlehawks?
No, I don't think it was.
Michigan Panthers.
Fuck no, it wasn't them. Fuck no, it wasn't the Michigan Panthers. It might have been the St. Louis Battlehawks, but I don't think it was. I don't think it was.
The
Fuck.
Birmingham Stallions won the UFL championship in
The
2024.
Stallions. That's what it was. That's what it was. And they have like a
Yeah, I
baby
just
blue
lied.
or oh, it wasn't them?
I'm just kidding.
Bro, I
No, it
was gonna say
wasn't.
they have like a baby blue in their okay. That I might be requesting a trade to the Stallions if we keep losing.
Name one player on the team right now, and I'll let you trade.
On the Stallions, I should know our quarterback was Matt Corral not the quarterback over there last season when they won?
He was.
Oh yeah, I'm a Stallion, baby. I'm a fucking Stallion.
He's not anymore though.
Oh, so I don't fucking know anyone on the team. I don't know anyone on the team, bro. Fuck it.
He's still on the team.
Oh. So he got. Wait, so he won the Super Bowl, and then it's just said, "Well, you're not the starter anymore. We're bringing in somebody else." That's crazy.
Before him, a dude named Alex McCow won them 2 championships in a row, and then he went to the NFL.
So they're just
and
a
now
fucking
he's back.
dynasty. What the fuck? So they've three-peated?
No, it was technically a different league, you know.
Okay, yeah. You're right.
How the fuck you look at box scores of this league?
They probably don't even track that shit.
You crazy.
All right.
Passing yards.
Mhm.
After 2 games, this dude leads the league with 375 yards.
Total?
He's not even averaging 200 a game.
Okay, bro, let's stop shitting on the league. Let's stop shitting on the league. Shout out to all the players in that league, man. I wish you guys the best. Come on the show. But now, on to our draft of sixth round picks. This should be a relatively quick one. I don't even know if
Whoa. I'm sorry. The Alex McGow guy I was talking about started both games.
Uh-huh.
He's 10 for 24 with 89 yards.
Hey, bro, this is the league you wanted me to fucking watch? That's the league you wanted me to watch, bro? Put Matt Corral back in the fucking in the game, bro, please.
Matt Corral played last game. He's played 1 game and was 18 for 29 for 200 yards. You don't just play Matt Corral?
What the fuck are we doing? Who is our head coach? Who's our head coach?
No, you're still a Brahma.
Oh,
You said they got 1 more game.
All right, I'm a Brahma. All right, now
on 30 for 58. He all right. 30 for 58.
I tried to transition us into the draft 7 times. It's like, all right, wait, hold on. Wait, like, bro, like, holy shit.
I didn't say wait or hold on. I just kept talking about it.
All right, guys, we're going to get into this guy threw for 78 passing yards. Like, holy shit. We're 24 minutes into the fucking show, and we haven't talked about anything. But now we're going to get into our draft of 6th round picks. Smallz, I'm going to let you have the honors, and you can have the first overall pick.
I don't want it.
I think it's a clear 101, though.
Is there?
I think so.
Oh, no. What position do you play?
Not saying that. Hey, no bullshit. There may be 3 kickers on my team by the end of this draft. I'm dead serious.
Let me go ahead. And with the first pick of the 6th round,
He's giggling.
Let me get
this guy go take.
let me get DJ Jones.
DJ Jones, former Niner. Okay, he definitely was on my board.
2017 NFL draft.
Okay, and here's the obvious number 1 overall pick. Where is he? From the 2022 NFL draft, I have cornerback from the Buffalo Bills, Christian Benford.
Yep. He not clear number 1.
I think he is. I really think he is.
With my second pick of the 6th round, let me get Michael Onwenu out of the 2020 NFL draft.
Benford. Okay. And I might go kicker here. No. Actually, with my 2nd overall pick from the for the 6th round draft, from the 2021 NFL draft, I'll be taking Elijah Mitchell.
Ooh, his ass don't play.
He's a Chief now, so he'll be a Super Bowl champion. All right, Get him off the
Out
big
of the
board.
2023 the 2023 NFL draft with my third pick of the 6th round.
You're gonna do it, aren't you?
Let me get Demario Douglas.
Oh, he wasn't even on my big board. Okay, with my third overall pick from the 2018 NFL Draft. Shout outs to you, Suj. I will be taking Foye Oluokun.
Here's my next pick.
You know, I should have picked him before Elijah Mitchell, to be honest. I just skipped over him.
Foye side. Let me go out of the 2017 NFL Draft. Roads closed. Nah, it's not actually Roads closed, but same first name. Let me get Xavier Woods.
Yeah. With my 4th pick, I will be taking.
You better start stacking these kickers.
I will be taking from the 2023 NFL Draft. I'll be taking Andre Yoshivas, wide receiver, Cincinnati Bengals.
Not even the best receiver available.
Really?
Bad pick. Stinky pick. Ass pick.
Who else is available?
With my 5th pick in the 6th round out of the 2020 NFL Draft, I will be taking a new member of the Minnesota Vikings, Isaiah Rodgers.
Wasn't on my big board. That's fine. With the 5th pick, I will be taking. Yeah, fuck it. I will be taking kicker, Tyler Bass.
How many times do you think they do that in the real war room? Yeah, fuck it.
It probably happens more often than you. It's like, we're 10 seconds left. We got to make a pick. Fuck it.
Fuck it. Let me get Trey Lance.
Wow. What?
I love Trey Lance.
He's never fucking. Nah. Save it.
I mean, he's not Cardell Jones, but it is what it is.
All right. Hey, I've been playing a lot of NCAA, like college football with Mike. Like, we've been playing like the past like 3 or 4 nights, and we've been going back and forth, whooping each other's ass. And I know a lot of the, not me, I say a lot of the players, but like I was playing with like Georgia, I think it was, and I was like, oh, there go Malachi Starks in the secondary. I was playing with Oregon. I was like, oh, there goes Derek Harmon on the defensive line. I played with Ohio State, got my ass absolutely handed to me. But yeah, you know, it's just cool that I, you know, and literally when I picked him, I was like, shout out Ohio State, I'm doing this for my dog Smallz, and I went in there and got my ass whooped. But yeah, you know, I know a lot more of the players, so you know, it was fun.
With my 6th pick in the 6th round, tongue twister. 6th pick in the 6th round draft out of the 2021 NFL Draft. 2 tongue twisters. Let me get Trey Smith.
Out of the
You can go Sebastian Joseph Day. You can go Ray McLeod. You go Jordan Fuller. You go DeMar Hamlin. You can go Landon Roberts.
Out of the 2018 NFL Draft, I will be taking, representing my big boys, offensive lineman Bradley Bozeman.
Yeah, it didn't happen. With your last pick, you taking Gardner?
Fuck no. Made my big board, though. That's how bad this big board is.
I hear you laughing, but I don't know what was funny. I didn't tell a joke.
My fault.
With my final pick of the 6th round draft, when I said that there was someone better than Yoshivas, I was talking about this man's. He had a turnaround career. Turnaround season this year. He went to LSU, I want to say. Ole Miss, maybe. Definitely SEC, though. The pronunciation of his last name drives me nuts when certain commentators say it. Plays next to my other guy, Pop Douglas. Let me get Keyshawn Booth.
Oh, I saw him when I was putting my big board together and just didn't put him on the big board. Uh, with my
LSU.
with my final pick of the 6th round draft, I will be taking Smallz' guy. Just got traded. Joe Milton. Welcome to the team. I was expecting you to take him, honestly.
You got one career game.
You are the rest of the guys on this list may as well have one career game. Fuck it.
You could have taken Chuck Clark.
None of those players would have made a difference for my draft. My final team ended up being Christian Benford, Elijah Mitchell, Foyesay Aluakon, Andre Yoshivas, Tyler Bass, Bradley Bozeman, and Joe Milton. I got cooked. Where? I think I won the draft.
I got DJ Jones, Michael Onwenu, Demario Douglas, Trey Smith, Xavier Woods, Isaiah Rodgers, Keyshawn Booth.
I think Foye in the 3rd round won me the draft. It was over right there.
And then you picked Tyler Bass and Bradley Bozeman.
2 good picks.
And close it out with a guy with one career game.
2 good picks if you ask me.
Close it out with a guy that has one career game.
Moving on!
You don't even know where he went to college.
Joe Milton went to Alabama. He didn't? Oklahoma? Didn't he wear red?
It wasn't even a good guess.
Did Joe Milton not wear red in college?
No.
Who am I? I'm thinking of Jalen Milroe. Did he go to Alabama?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Joe Milton.
Yeah, he's still in college compared to a guy that got drafted last year.
Joe Milton, where did he go? What color did he wear?
He went to 2 different schools.
What color did he wear at the school that he got drafted from?
Orange.
He went to Clemson? Forget it, bro. Forget it. He went to Syracuse. Okay, forget it. Forget it. Forget it. Fucking get it, bro. Forget it. Where'd he go, bro? Where'd he go?
SEC Orange.
That doesn't mean anything to me.
Alabama. Ole Miss.
What was that supposed to tell me?
Georgia.
What?
Down there, motherfucker. Damn. Tennessee. He went to Tennessee.
Tennessee. Shout out to you, Joe Milton. Shout out to you. Bro, I don't know any, like, what conferences. I don't know them.
I was telling you areas. I'm not
a geographic guy either. I'm not a geographic guy. That's funny you just tried to do that because we've been playing GeoGuessr a lot, and that shit is so much fun, man. You should play it if you haven't. But what was that?
We've done both Souths. We've done both East.
Yep.
We've done the NFC West and the NFC North. This is our last draft, so we'll be doing the final 2 divisions in our 4,000 passing yards.
Mm-hmm.
So we need the AFC West and the AFC North. Which one do you want to start with?
The North is still here. AFC West. We'll start there. We'll start Patrick Mahomes. Justin Herbert.
Yeah.
I don't think Bo Nix got to 4K. So I'm going to say Peyton Manning.
Yeah.
And Derek Carr.
What do you think Bo Nix had?
I'm going to say he had 37 something. 37.68.
37.75.
Okay.
It's a good ass guess. Derek Carr. Let's see what he had.
I swear Derek Carr almost had 5K.
Derek Carr's high in Las Vegas was 4,800 in 2021.
Shouts out to you, Derek Carr.
He went from 4,800 to 4,100 between 2021 and 2020. 700 yards between his 2 best seasons. Ain't that nuts? And then this year he had 21.
Was a baller.
Was bad.
Was a baller.
No.
I was so sad when he broke his leg. Okay, now the AFC North. I'm gonna rattle off.
Let me see what Herbert had.
Oh yeah. Herbert had a 5K.
He did. He had 5,014. Go ahead.
Okay, Lamar, Burrow, and Big Ben.
Yep.
And here we go. Like Baker,
Lamar
how the
Jackson's
fuck did
high
he
is
not do
4,172.
Was that was this past season? No,
Yep.
garbage. You're looking up the next
Dog
one.
roost for Mr. Irrelevant because they traded 3 first-round picks for a 3rd overall.
And Mr. Irrelevant is
Joe
damn good
Burrows
at
was
football.
also this year at 49.18.
Mm-hmm. And then what's his face? Big Ben.
How do you spell what's his face?
ROE. I was literally thinking this today. We should have a spelling bee. I forget who I was looking up or like writing down when I was doing my. No, it wasn't even the big board. So I don't even know.
Did Big Ben have his 5,000?
Yeah.
How many?
Big
Just
Ben
one?
maybe did it. No, Big Ben maybe did it like 3 times.
He did it once.
Oh, you fucking dickhead! Did he do it just one
he had
time?
He had a 51.29, and then he had a 49.52, and then he had a 43.28.
Shouts out to Big Ben, man. Absolute baller. I know you missed some dirt because you guys haven't had anybody else since then.
Shot collar, 20th blade, only Impaler.
Do we even have to sit here for the Cleveland Brown?
Yeah, you got to figure it out.
Is this a guy you know?
Baker's high in Cleveland was 38.27.
Wasn't that his rookie year? Because didn't he break the record and then like Herbert broke it? Some shit like that.
2019, so no, not his rookie year.
No.
2nd season.
Okay, so yeah, is this a guy you know? You've heard his name?
Nope.
And I know it's not vacant again like you did last week with the fucking Bears. I know it's actually
He's 75 years old.
Oh my goodness, bro. Why the fuck are we even about to sit here then? Let's talk about 75 years old. So let's just do the math. 75, you'll probably get to the NFL when you're like, let's just say 22, 23. I don't know what it was like back then. So he got to the NFL about 50 years ago. So like he played in the 70s is what you're telling me. And you want me to fucking know this guy.
His rookie year he was 25 years old, playing in 1974, and he played until 1983.
That's so ass, bro. Cleveland, like, y'all deserve better. It could have been Jameis if y'all fucking played him. I don't even know if there's any point in me sitting here, bro. I will never name him. I will never name him.
Who else could be up there for the Browns? What did Johnny have?
Nah, fuck no. I'm gonna say Johnny Manziel didn't even have 3,000.
Johnny Manziel had 1,500 yards in 9 games.
Holy shit! Shouts out to you, Johnny Football.
In 14 career games, he had 1,675 yards.
You just said in 9 he had like fucking 1,500 or whatever, and then you add another, and
his rookie season he played 5 games, started 2 of them. He was 18 for 35 for 175 yards. So he probably only played 2 games and then took the kneel for 3. Yeah.
Fucking Brandon Weeden. Who else did they have? Fucking Josh McCown was over there.
Brandon Weeden. For Cleveland, he had 33.85 his rookie season. And then he dropped down to 1,700.
Oh my gosh.
You said McCown?
Josh McCown. Wasn't he a Brown? Brian Hoyer was a Brown. Who else?
Josh McCown at the age of 36 threw 2,100 yards in 8 games for the Browns.
Fucking Deshaun Kaiser. I thought he was going to be decent for them.
I like Kaiser, dog.
I thought he was going to be decent for them.
His rookie season, he played 15 games and threw 28.94.
Kaiser?
Yeah.
I remember watching Kaiser do like that Gruden camp thing, and I was like, oh yeah, I love this guy. I think he's going to be so good. And then, yeah.
His ass just dumped.
I don't even... No one else is even coming to mind, bro. You can just tell me who the guy is.
Nah, you gotta.
Bro, we're not doing this, bro. I'll just walk away and let this shit run, bro. I'm never getting it.
Bro, you gotta get it.
Fucking, did they throw Jim Brown back there, fucking quarterback or some shit? Like, what do you want me to do, bro? I'm not doing this. Just fucking tell me the guy and let's move on.
Cody Kessler? I've never even heard that name.
That's the guy?
No. That guy started in 2016 for the Browns.
I don't.
Started 8 games as a rookie.
That name don't even sound familiar. Who
It
was
was
the other
Brian
kicker?
Sipe.
Brian Sipe, like P with a P.
Yeah, Sipe.
Brian Sipe. I'll never forget the name. Brian Sipe. All right, let me look
I
him up.
will.
Brian Sipe.
Played from 74 to 83. Brian Hoyer threw 33-26 for Cleveland in 13 games.
Not that I always liked Brian Hoyer, but I always thought he was, serviceable, a little decent backup. Yeah, Brian Sipe,
Bro,
bro.
Jason Campbell?
Shouts out to you, Brian Sipe.
Have you heard the name Jason Campbell?
Jason Campbell? No, that name doesn't sound familiar to me.
His ass started 9 games for the Browns.
In what year?
2013, threw for 2,015 yards.
Really? 2013? Wow. 2013?
Bro, they're bad.
Not
The
were.
Browns are
I'm glad you didn't say
bad.
were. Oh yeah, RG3 was over
Brady
there.
Quinn started for them.
Brady Quinn. Wow. There you go, Brandon Whedon, Colt McCoy, Tim Couch.
Derek Anderson.
Wow. Derek Anderson was he a number 1 overall pick? I swear he was.
Draft 213th overall.
Holy shit! I don't know who I was confusing him with. Man, the Browns fucking stink.
Bro, he threw 37-87 for the Browns in 15 starts.
Tyrod Taylor's over there. Joey
It was
Joey
10-5
Bosa's
that
over
season.
Derek
Anderson was a baller.
They had Baker and let him go. Otto Graham. Trent
Well, that's all we got
Dilfer.
for the that's all we got for the 4,000-yard QBs for y'all. We're gonna get into our prospects, and this is our third to last. We got 2 more episodes of no. This is just our. We got 1 more week of this, and then we'll probably just do our final mock draft, right?
Like one more week, meaning like today's the last week?
No, 1 more. As in one more week.
Yeah, because not next. Yeah, the week after is the draft. So yeah, we'll do our mock draft that Monday, and then the draft is that Thursday. So yeah, that's gonna be such a fun week, man. The draft, the WrestleMania. I cannot wait. But yeah, where are my guys?
Cody Rhodes whooping his shit out of John Cena's little punk ass.
Hell yeah. Oh, my brother literally called me at work to tell me, bro. He was like, "Yo, 1 year ago today, Cody finished the story." So shouts out to you, Cody Rhodes. I fucking love you, dog. I hope you go into WrestleMania and fucking beat John Cena's fucking face in. And prayer. I know we're not at the Waffle, but prayers up to Kevin Owens. Get well soon, man.
He was rooting against you, Cody. Ain't that crazy how they turn?
Who?
Ain't that crazy how they turn?
So
bro?
my 3 guys were Trey Amos, cornerback, Ole Miss.
Amos.
Amos. Is there any relation to Adrian Amos?
No idea.
No idea. Okay. My second guy was Kenneth Grant, DT Michigan. And my third guy, Azariah Thomas, cornerback, FSU. Did I say it right?
Sure.
No, you don't know. You don't know. Okay. Are you looking up if he's related to what's his face? Adrian?
Yeah.
Maybe like a cousin, a brother, a nephew, some shit. I don't think that's Adrian's son. I don't know if he's that old yet.
They don't know.
Yeah, okay. All right. Did you want me to start or?
My first guy.
Go ahead.
My guys are Jalen Royals, Jameer Dyke,
Never heard him.
and Darian Porter.
Never heard him. Starting off.
Jalen Royals.
Go ahead.
22 years old, 6 foot tall, 205 pounds, out of Utah State, playing in the wide receiver position. He ran a 4.42 officially at the combine this year. His straight line speed is very impressive, like on the field as well, not just doing a 40. Mm-hmm. He's got an extremely. Damn, I just kicked my ass. I didn't know if I wanted to say incredibly or extremely, and they both whooped me. Kind of combined a little bit. He's got really good body control. He's got great hands, and he's very, very good after the catch. Mm-hmm. On the flip side, he played at Utah State, so we don't actually know how good he was.
I was going to say, when you said his college, I was like, hey, Utah State? All right. But, it is what it is.
He can get knocked out of his routes decently easily. He's not like a thin frame or anything, but at the same time, he can get bullied a little bit. And he's not a great blocker, so give him the ball, let him work, but don't expect him to do a bunch of dirty stuff.
You talked about his 40, and that reminded me. When I was playing Mike in Madden, or not Madden, NCAA or whatever, he was like, man, I whooped this guy's ass in the game, and I'd line up across him and burn him. So Mike is added to the shit we was talking about when it came to fucking football and us lining up against each other. Because I would take the both of us to fucking lock Mike's ass up. Mike is not doing nothing, bro. And Mike, I know you're never going to see this, but you're not doing nothing on a fucking football field. Stick to fucking basketball. Don't even stick to basketball. Just think about talking about basketball. Fuck. Because I'd definitely get on that court and lock your stupid ass up. Now, my first guy, Azariah. Are you beating Mike?
He would have whooped your ass.
Are you beating Mike?
No, he got a whole lot more reps than I do.
But okay, so if I gave you the same amount of time to train, that wouldn't matter.
What's the time frame?
I say I give you both 6 months. Oh,
probably not.
Okay. All right.
Realistically, I want to say yeah, but
so why are you realistic with Mike but not realistic with me?
Because you're ass. I know Mike has a jump shot, and I know you don't, and I know you can't guard me.
Why do you know that? How do you know that?
I mean, Mike can't guard me either, but I can't guard him, so it's really just I'm probably gonna miss before him.
Okay, my first guy, Azariah Thomas, cornerback from Florida State University. He stands 6'1.5", and he weighs 197. I'm down to 214, by the way.
Yeah.
I hope you're doing your thing as well. He has good size and length, so he's able to press. So he's able to press receivers at the line of scrimmage. He does a good job at that.
I like that laugh.
What the fuck?
You never seen that Justin Bieber video?
I've seen it. Where the interviewer like does that nasty ass laugh. Yeah. Bro, what are we fucking doing, bro? We're so sidetracked. But as I said, he does a good job at pressing receivers at the line of scrimmage. And he does a good job at the catch point to break up passes, like I said, because of his long arms. And he's able to stick with receivers through their early portions of their routes. Sorry. Some of his cons. He's not very good in run support because he is an arm tackler, and I hate that arm tackling shit, so he's not going to be much of a factor when it comes to helping the run. And he can not get burnt, but he can be outran by receivers because he doesn't have the greatest speed. He's not going to get toasted, but he's probably not going to catch up to anybody. And what else did I have? And he does have a tendency to get a little handsy and does cause a little bit of penalties at times. What were you jamming out to over there?
I don't know. We just got kind of excited.
Okay.
My next guy, Chimere DK, 22 years old, 6'1" receiver, 196 pounds, out of the University of Florida.
Shouts out to
Florida. Shouts out to Walter Clayton, national champion.
Shout out to the Gators. Shout out to the Gators. My Gators. I get to claim them.
No, you don't.
Yeah, no, I'm just talking.
Some of the strengths for Chimere DK is he ran a 4.34 40, which is blazing at 6'1". Love to see it. I bet every dollar I've ever made that you can guard him. His feel at finding open.
Is that the guy that was like? Remember, because there was the one guy that said, "I'm gonna break whoever's record." The Xavier.
No,
record.
that was Texas.
Because didn't his teammate get closer than he did or some shit like that?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I thought it was this guy. Sorry, go ahead.
There was two guys from Texas that said that shit, and then neither of them were the closer ones. It was Matthew Golden was the closest, and it was
Isaiah Bond.
Jaden Blue was one, and Isaiah Bond was the other. Yeah,
I've been playing with Texas, so I knew that name. And Blue is the running back, right?
Mm-hmm.
Look, hey man, watch out for me. Maybe that's all it took. I just gotta play some more college football, and then that's how I know the guys now.
So where does Jaden Higgins go to school?
Okay, I didn't play with every fucking school in the nation. I just played with a few, and now I know a couple more names.
I would bust your ass.
Do you want to play when we end this shit? We can fucking record it and add it to the end of this fucking podcast if you really want to play that bad.
I don't want to play. I'm just letting you know I would bust your ass.
So don't say that if you're not gonna play me. Cause I was whooping Mike's ass. Oh my, bro, you get to talking anything with this guy, and it's one of these, bro. No, I'm not putting money on it. I'm not putting money on it.
Scared.
Go ahead into your guy, bro. DK or whatever you said.
College football for 10,000 steps added.
What does that mean? Oh, like you get an extra 10,000. That is crazy. That is insane. That is a man who knows he's gonna lose this month. Because why this guy text me 2 days into the month talking about, hey, double or nothing for May? I'm like, dog, already? The month just started.
Bro, I just knew I was doing with this wedding shit because I couldn't. Had to get my hair cut. Had to do all that riding in the car. Then I didn't have my phone.
How long was that car ride?
You lucky it's like 2 hours.
Oh, really? You live that close to Kentucky? I don't know. Didn't you say it was in? Is Louisville not?
That was
Kentucky?
a bachelor party.
Oh,
we didn't. It wasn't the wedding.
Okay.
He wanted to go to a fucking horse racing for the bachelor party. Horse racing.
Greg, you my guy, but horse racing for your bachelor party? Come on, dog. Be better.
It was fun as hell, though. I can't lie.
Oh, you went. Oh, I thought it was like. So never mind, Greg. Great idea. I thought it was like he wanted to go, but y'all talked about it.
Nope, we went.
Great idea, Greg.
I said, Greg, how much money you putting into your account? And I matched him. And then I didn't understand the bets, like how they worked. Mm-hmm. So when I meant to put in like $12, I put $12 onto like 6 different things and ended up spending like 180. So that was not a fun time because it wasn't even close to hitting. DK, I don't even remember where I was. He's magnificent at finding open space, especially when the defense is in good zone coverage. You can line him up anywhere you want as like he's a chess piece like Debo or like Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill hasn't signed anywhere yet, has he?
I thought he went back to the Saints.
Huh?
Did he not? Taysom Hill didn't sign back to the Saints?
Oh, he might have. I didn't know that.
I'll look it up while you talk about your guy.
Some weaknesses of Jameer DK. He is a wide receiver that wears jersey number 17. That shit is disgusting.
That is not disgusting. Devontae Adams makes it look good as hell. Puka made it look good too. That is not 17. I fuck with 17. Go ahead, though. Go ahead. Sorry.
Disgusting. He's a bit of a thinner guy for his frame, and he's a lower level of athlete when it comes to gearing back down. So, like, he can get to his speed, but then if he has to slow down to, like, juke or to find an open hole or anything like that, he's not real good at that, so he just kind of has to let it rock out.
Yeah, he's still with the Saints.
So they cut him and then brought him back?
He's with the Saints through 2027.
So they cut him and then brought him back?
I guess so. That's what I'm looking at right now. He's with the Saints through 2027.
Oh, he just never got cut.
No. Yeah. All right. Sorry. Continue.
That was it. It's your turn.
Oh, my apologies. My next guy, Kenneth Grant, defensive tackle, Michigan. He stands 6'4" and weighs 331 pounds. Like you said about DK, don't remember his first name. You can play this guy in multiple positions on the defensive line too. Another thing about him, he has a long arms and a strong base, and he does a great job at eating up blockers, so he can take on a double team and be able to split a double team. You can, like I said, you can play him at the nose, you can play him on a guard, under center, or like on the center, and yeah. Some of his cons, he has the long arms, but does not have the explosiveness. So he's not gonna be able to jump up and get into those blockers quickly. He has the arm length to do it, but doesn't have the explosiveness. And my next thing is he has a slow first step as well, so he doesn't really have. He relies kind of on his length and size instead of terms of his quickness, his speed, or anything like that. So he doesn't have the quick first step to be able to get into his blocker. So he really just is not based off of, but he uses his length and size to be able to beat double teams and beat his blockers. That's all I got.
My last guy, Darian Porter, 6'3", 195-pound cornerback. out of Iowa State. Some of his strengths.
That name just passes the name check. He's gonna be a star. You ever watch the draft when you were younger and be like, that name, they drafted him 7th overall. He gonna be ass just based off the name.
Sure. Who's gonna be that this year? Ashton Zenty's a tough name. Travis Hunter's a tough name.
For sure. Travis Hunter is.
Nador Sanders is a tough name.
I don't know. I don't know about that one. I don't know about Shador. Cam Ward is one that I think passes the name check. I think Cam Ward passes
Really?
it.
I was thinking he might not.
I think Cam Ward passes it. Malachi Starks also passes it too, I think. That name
for sure.
I think is hard.
That's an easy one.
Are you
Abdul
looking
Carter
up guys
passes.
now?
There's a lot of them that pass. Sorry.
Crazy tangent.
Very important. He's 6'3", playing corner, defensive corner, and he ran a 4.3 40. Flat, 4.3 flat.
Whoa! Is that the fastest?
6'3". There was a couple 4.3s.
Oh, okay.
I think Matthew Golden was a 4.3 flat. His size is comical for a corner position. His speed is comical for the size he is. His hands are great. His ball tracking is great. As a pure corner, he might end up one of the best in the NFL. Some of his weaknesses are he will be 25 years old as a rookie.
Dang. Did he like redshirt or some shit, get hurt, or was he in the COVID shit? Well, it wasn't that long. I don't fucking know. 25. Damn.
And he's not a great tackler, so don't just tell him to go play coverage, and we're gonna do the rest for you.
Coming in at 25 for a corner is kind of nasty. That's kind of nasty. Quarterback is whatever, but corner is not. Trey.
Why is quarterback for whatever? I know it's not.
I don't think because quarterback's longevity is a lot more than a corner. That's the only reason why I say it. Like a quarterback can come in and play until he's 37, 38. You're not gonna see a corner be well. He may play that long, but he's not gonna be as productive. That's what I meant by that.
Nah, that's weak. 25 as a rookie.
All right.
Cool.
All right, I'm weak. Trey Amos, cornerback. This time I'm gonna say it right. Ole Miss, because Jackson Dart, I said Mississippi, and you got on my ass for that. 6'1", 195. I talked about it with, I don't remember, Azarea. He also does a good job at pressing corners at the line of scrimmage too. You smile every time I say that name, bro. I could be saying it wrong every single time, and I'd never know. And I have a stat here. He's a good deep ball defender. On passes 20 yards or more, when he was the closest defender, he allowed a sub 19 completion percentage. And he's good at disrupting catches at the fuck? Did I put the same thing for these guys? Was I reading the same thing? No, it's just the same strengths. But yeah, he does a good job at the catch point because his length, he has long arms, and he does a good job at breaking up passes. Are you laughing at me? Because I felt like I was reading the same thing. But some of his cons, receivers get him to turn his hips a little too quickly. So if a receiver acts like he's just running a 9, a go route, he'll turn his hips and start running down the field, and the receiver can come back and run a curl and have an open catch. He also is an arm tackler. He's not a great tackler. Yeah. So and also not great speed for Trey as well. An arm tackler. Are you laughing?
I just opened up Twitter and I saw Photoshop. This Anthony Richardson and Tyreek Hill. And Tyreek Hill being taller than Anthony Richardson just made me laugh.
Yeah, that might be the most random thing I've ever heard. But all right. I definitely don't have my guys picked. You know who you're picking? Oh my
gosh. Yes, because I do this shit. I'm prepared. This is what you're supposed to be locked in. Damn.
Yes, sir.
Dude,
yes, sir.
He just rock out with his cock out and just.
I love when you say that shit. Whenever I'm watching you play Pro-Am with like Mike or something, and you like, I stand over here with my cock out, and it kills me every single time when you wide open and he don't pass it to you.
That shit be blowing me, dog. Just wide open and he doing some bullshit.
You say,
and he want to yell at me when
I laugh every single time. And I don't know if we talked, but bro, that shit was killing me too when he was mad at you because you took that little spin layup or what. Hey, and I'm because that was a fucking bogus ass shot. It was a terrible shot. And I
admitted that 17 times.
And I've watched a few times where it's like, bro, the Smallz think he's some just fucking playmaking, shot creating, just hooper. Because you'll spin into a layup or some shit, and then you took that spin layup, and I'm like, oh my god, in overtime. But then Mike was crazy as hell because I went back to look at the time of your shit happened. There was still like 2.5 minutes left. So I was like, no way that shit was on Smallz. I was like, no way. Like I wouldn't have blamed anybody. And then he just tried to single you out, and I was like, oh fuck no, there's just no way.
Bro, and I'm so glad they talked about that shit on the pod because I was taking a walk listening to it. I was laughing my ass off just on this walk because KB goes, and Smallz says, why can't we just accept that we lost? Why we gotta blame someone?
Yes.
And he said, and you go, well, I gotta blame somebody.
Like that where I started dying laughing because that is honestly insane, bro. I gotta blame somebody. Like what the fuck? They're your teammates, right? Like that shit was killing me, bro. That's why I just love when you and Mike are on the same team because it's hilarious, bro. I love it, even though you guys are bad. Like Mike teams just fucking suck, bro. When's the last time he's won the shit? I swear every time it's like I'll see the noti and see that he's playing a tourney. Then I check back in an hour later and he's on fucking Outlast and shit. I'm like, bro, what the fuck happened?
Did you see last tourney?
No, where it was like 40 people or some shit. No,
they
fuck
did a
the tourneys. Why was my face on the fucking on the wheel? Why was my face on that wheel, bro? Like
I made that wheel and I was looking for a picture of Mike and I saw that picture of you and it made me laugh, so I just clicked it.
Like Dark sent that to me, you sent it to me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Why is Mike spinning a wheel with my face on it?
I was spinning it. I made that.
You spinning it. Okay.
But I was spinning it and he goes, Hurler's just spinning around there, is killing me. And then the next turn, someone said, "What? Where's the Hurler's wheel at?" And he goes, "We don't got the Hurler's wheel today,
Now
man."
the people just want it. Now the people just fucking want it. What you were saying?
But they did another randomizer 40s.
Yeah.
And Mike got Momentum, Bisher, Mitch, and then someone else. His team was easily the best in the tournament. Like, not even close.
Mm-hmm.
They lost first round to Devin and Carson.
That's what Carson added me about. He was like, Hurlins, I know you proud of me. That's what and I was like, bro. No, so that's
Devin was at point guard and Carson was at center.
No, Carson had a crazy.
And they won the tournament.
It was Prado. It was Prado, right? It was Prado on Mike's team, right? Because I remember Prado saying Carson dogged him. Oh, it must have been in a later round. But I saw a stat line. Carson had like fucking 20 and 20, and he missed like 2 shots. I was like, what the fuck? Hey, bro, and since the beginning of playing with him, it's like he can either be so fucking good where he's hitting his shots, playing good defense, or he is just the absolute worst player I've ever fucking played with. There's no, it's like he wants to be ass sometimes. I don't know what it is with him, but he fucking, and Devin at point guard the entire tourney. He was at point guard the entire tourney, won the. Shouts out to Devin and Reese. Shouts out to Devin and Carson, man. Wow, that is crazy. Was Mike like what? Why did they lose? Like, why did Mike and them lose?
I don't know. That was on Saturday. I opened up. I was sitting on the bathroom, opened up Mike's Twitch, and all I see is Devin at me was like, "Hey, update the accolades," and I almost got on his ass because I don't do that shit anymore. First off, and second off, I was fucking hammered, so I definitely wasn't doing it then. So I just closed that fucking stream immediately. Took my ass to bed.
Man, hey, and speaking of 2K, bro. I think Prado sent me a clip in the Discord the other day, and he was like, "Hurlins, remember this clip?" or something like that. And it was Prado hitting a game winner in rec, but there was like 0.2 seconds left. And then I go, "Man, I wish there was no time left so we could have been jumping up and down on Prado." And it just fucking killed me, bro. And then we like I sent the clip, Boog sent the clip, like Boog sent the clip of him going. We were sitting in the Pro-Am lobby, and he was like, I don't know who was bad, but somebody must have been bad. He was like, some guys got it in them, but other guys, you gotta put it in them. And I was like, holy fucking shit, bro. And because I seen it the other day. It was in Pro-Am, and I had took not a crazy shot, but it was like I didn't mean to shoot it. So it was a very early, and I was like, no, I didn't mean to shoot it. I in the most sincere voice, I was like, sorry. And then everybody in the fucking Discord call just started bust out laughing. Like I have the clip, Kamari was streaming and he started dying laughing because a motherfucker apologized for taking a bad shot. And then Books was even saying, bro, we just gotta get that fucking crew back together, bro. The records just, and Books was, even if it's not on 2K, bro, the records, and we just gotta do something again together, man, because those are some great times. And I know we talked about this an episode or two ago, but like it was just some great times playing with you and Morgan, Bugs, Mari, Prado, and now we just
the old man.
Bro, that was 2 years ago, if that.
We old, man. Morgan got a kid. Prado full-time job.
Shit, bro. Morgan has a kid, bro. Like that's insane, man. We're never gonna have those.
Little Morgan walking around.
Oh, and I'm on your ass. Anthony says so Mike rated Carmi last night, and she was playing Warzone. Obviously, Ant was in there. He was like, "Yo, Herlins, when we on Warzone?" And I was like, "Verdansk is back, ain't it? I'm on." So I told him I would install it and probably play on Tuesday if he was down. He was like, "Yeah, I've been trying to ask Smallz, but Smallz been ducking me or whatever." So what's up? What was going on with that? Why are you not down to play Call of Duty Warzone?
You know I wasn't home. Warzone came out like Thursday.
No, but like Ant said he messaged you and he just like you weren't down.
I've literally responded and said I would play.
So Ant, what the fuck are you talking about? So what's wrong with him?
Oh, he just be talking.
Bro, he literally said you were ducking him, so he came and asked me. Okay, all right, bet. Now I know. Oh, Carmi also said she tells you to play. She was like, Smallz always come in here talking about when you gonna play with Bob Evans, but never plays. That's what she said about you.
I ain't playing with her.
All right.
Bro, we still haven't said our fucking best prospects.
I got my 3 guys. I got them. Hopefully,
my 3 final prospects for next episode. Last one before our mock draft. Tight end out of LSU, Mason Taylor. Linebacker out of Georgia. Oh, this name's gonna kick my ass. Smale Munden Jr. Linebacker out of Oregon, Jeffrey Bassa.
Okay, none of my guys. Okay, defensive edge out of Oregon, Jordan Birch. Never heard of that guy? Defensive tackle out of Toledo, Darius Alexander. And wide receiver from Ohio.
What? Why did you say Toledo like that?
I don't fucking know. Wide receiver from Iowa State, Jalen Noel. Those are my 3 guys. Hey, there was some guy on Colorado. His last name was Smallz, and he had like 200 yards on me when I was playing Mike. And I was like, bro, you got fucking Brady in here whooping my ass. Like, bro, I don't even know who the fuck that guy is, bro. His last name was Smallz, and I think he wears number 36. He was literally killing me, bro. That's random, but yeah.
All right. That's all the football talk we got for this episode. If you're not a wrestling fan, then kick rocks. We shall see you next Monday. We appreciate you for watching. As he said, hit that like button, hit that subscription, and leave us a comment.
I've had a million
if you are a wrestling fan, Darko, we appreciate you for continuing to watch.
Literally, Dark, bro. You don't know how much you mean to us, Dark, because we've been here talking to ourselves, but at least we're talking to you, man.
Even if we talking to ourselves,
we still gonna do it. Yeah, we still gonna do it.
Hey, but TikTok's coming out never because Herlins doesn't ever want to record, so it is what it is. SmackDown.
You were literally out this weekend. I remember saying Sunday, and you were like, "No, I'm not gonna be here."
No, I remember you saying, "I'm going to the game Tuesday. I won't be home Wednesday, but we can do some on Thursday when I get off."
I said that? Okay, then that's on me.
Verbatim.
Then that's on me. That's on me. I'll take it.
I'm pretty sure that's been 3 weeks in a row of you saying something very similar to that. Yeah, I'll get a hold of you. Hand up accountability. SmackDown. Punk opens up the show.
Wow! Your first time just jumping into SmackDown. That tells you SmackDown's putting in work. It's getting good. That tells you, because usually it's like, all right, bro, are we doing it? And then I say yes, and then now you jumping into it. I love it, man. Go ahead.
Yeah, we're not talking about Raw.
Raw was decent. decent today. Raw was decent today. Had some really
Take
good
out the
matches.
Jey Uso segment and tell me that shit was decent.
Had some very good matches. Match-wise, it was very good today. Go ahead.
You gonna tell me I'm supposed to give a fuck about the Bailey and Lyra match?
It was an
they was
amazing
cooking.
match. Yep. Mm-hmm.
They was cooking, but like,
and that 6-man tag, I did not think I was gonna fuck with it. That was a phenomenal match as well. But we'll get there when we get there.
Punk opens the show.
Mm-hmm.
I wasn't supposed to be here, and I'm thinking, oh, why wasn't they gonna let Punk in at SmackDown? It's in Chicago. I had my umbilical cord was wrapped around my throat. He continues on, and it's like, damn.
Mm-hmm. He said I wasn't supposed to be here 100 times in that promo.
Yeah.
Like, so much.
And they started chanting, like, you deserve it.
Mm-hmm.
And he goes, I deserve it. Bitch, I earned it.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then Paul Heyman comes out to congratulate him. And he goes, CM Punk, please tell me the favor that I owe you right now. And he's waffling on about how Roman's bitching and how Roman's a punk ass little bitch and how Roman's just a little crybaby back bitch ass punk ass.
Okay.
Dickhead.
Okay.
And Punk says Roman's coming tonight. I want to tell Big Chief myself.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we get. And then next up, CM Punk cooked, by the way. Phenomenal segment out of him. And I don't even know if it was great. I love Punk.
Mm-hmm.
He's like at least top, not 3 of all time because Big Show up there, but you know what it is. The debut of Rey Fénix versus Nathan Frazier. Rey Fénix is Penta's brother, and Nathan Frazier.
No. Big Show got mentioned in this episode, and Dark texted me. I forget what he says. He was like, "Oh, it was like something like, oh no, Big Show got mentioned. Smallz is like he's gonna be so happy. Some shit. I'll find the message." But Dark texted me when it happened. He was like, "So here goes Smallz." Sorry. GG's Big Show was mentioned in the Big 25. Smallz gonna be bricked when y'all talking about the waffle.
GG.
Because he don't like the shit either.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
What do you mean? You didn't hear me?
What do you? Yeah, I can hear you. I don't know what you're saying.
Like the Big Show got mentioned on SmackDown. Like CM Punk brought him, like talked about him on SmackDown. Not talked about him, but mentioned his name on SmackDown. And Dark texted me when he was watching and said, "GG's Big Show was mentioned."
GG's. Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I was thinking it was like a fucking place or something. Or,
no.
Like GD, like in a good game. Yeah.
You're not a gamer? Dang.
I just kind of Big Show the greatest of all time, so I don't even need to mention it when other people do. It's
for
just
sure,
like
for sure. I hate this guy.
But the debut of Rey Fénix and Nathan Frazier, a lot of really cool moves in this match. A fun first opponent for Rey Fénix. We kind of knew that he was gonna win, but Nathan Frazier was also a guy that they could, sneak something off against him. It's not just for sure. I like Axiom. I hope he gets called up soon. Yeah. It's not just a squash match like a lot of other first matches though, where they give Otis his little homie and they say have fun. I think this is genuinely how you should build someone. And after he wins, he's like, "I've been waiting my whole life for this. I am WWE." He's cool. I think I'm gonna like him. Even though his English kind of sucks, but oh well.
All right.
And then we get that backstage segment that was dog shit of Santos and his little goons. And Santos is like, "Yeah, that's how I want y'all to look." And Humberto's like, "Nah, I'm better than him."
Santos Escobar, he's good in the ring, and I think he's pretty good on the mic. The crowd just don't care for him. And I'm part of the crowd.
Yeah, he's boring.
Yeah, he's boring. But I think he's pretty good on the mic and in the ring, but he's just boring, yeah.
Drew McIntyre segment with his eye patch on. "Without me in your world, nobody really cares about Damian Priest." He continues on saying like how everything happened and how Damian was always there to stab him in the back and everything. And he said that he was going to pray for bad things to happen to Damian Priest. And he said, everybody knows that when Drew McIntyre prays, bad things happen.
Herlins also prayed for something and it happened to Smallz.
That's just fucked up.
Hey man, this feud though, bro, like we all hated on it when it first was, starting to be a thing. We're like, oh, Damian Priest eliminates Drew McIntyre from the Rumble, eliminates him from Chamber. Now they doing all this weak shit on the weekly shows. But hey man, I'm really excited for this match, bro. They're doing a great job getting me interested, and
No.
I'm excited for this. I'm loving this feud.
No.
All right,
Damian stinks.
that's just not true. That's just not true. That's just not true. That's my second favorite.
You see the Twitter? You see his Twitter post where it was like define aura, and Drew McIntyre posted the clip of Damian just yelling.
Oh, where he just does that flag. That I didn't see that, but Drew McIntyre on what he calls it on Twitter is just a great
Twitter.
follow. Yeah.
Then we get Braun Strowman backstage with Byron Saxton, and we find out that there's going to be a last man standing between him and Jacob Fatu for the U.S. title match. And if he was to pull off the U.S. title, he would be a Grand Slam champion.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty cool. Solo and Tama interrupts him, and LA Knight then interrupts them, and he tells Braun to keep his eyes on the prize and everything, and Tama says LA Knight should be worried about him tonight.
Mm-hmm.
Solo tries to interrupt, and LA Knight...
Yeah, I didn't care for the segment.
No, it was bad. They had their little match. LA Knight won.
Mm-hmm.
It was weak. Paul Heyman, backstage interview with...
Oh, yeah. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. That's my fault.
Paul Heyman, backstage interview with Byron Saxton. He's asked about CM Punk, and he crashes out just a little bit, and he's like, Punk, I don't know what it is. Whatever it is, you know my answer is yes. And he's just screaming at the camera. And then the car finally pulls in.
Yes!
The car finally pulls in, he goes, my tribal chief, you have arrived. And the door opens real slow, and... Yeah, pretty much. And Seth looks at him and says, you were expecting the other Shield guy, right?
That was a funny little line.
So we getting Dean Ambrose soon is what I'm taking that as. And he tells Paul Heyman that he looks awful, that he's about the worst he's ever seen him look.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that this favor impacts me as well, so I want to be present when it happens, so keep me updated. After then, Charlotte Flair comes out. Wade Barrett is out there to moderate the meeting between her and Tiffy.
Mm-hmm.
They start to boo Charlotte, and she goes, you see that, Tiffy? That's power. And Tiffy immediately says, can you hear me? Did I even come through there?
Cut all the way out, but I know what she said, so.
Yeah, she says, what time is it, in her high-ass squeaky voice, and the whole arena goes, Tiffy time! And that was her best clapback so far, in my opinion.
It's a low bar.
Tiffy... Yeah, it's been ass. Tiffy's been horrible.
Uh-huh.
Tiffy tells Charlotte that her biggest competitor has been the crowd, and that's a battle that she'll never win. She says that you'll always be second to Ric Flair. Charlotte responds with, you're just regurgitating what my opponents have said the past 10 years.
She's right.
The crowd was on Charlotte's ass the entire segment. They genuinely had her flustered.
She gave up. She was like, you know what, Tiffy, you can have the last word. Like, that was crazy.
She gave up. You can go ahead and have the last word, as you said. And then she goes, Tiffy responds and says, at 25, you were trying to become a volleyball player, drinking in your daddy's basement. At 25, I'm a champion.
Basement. She put it was crazy accent on it. Yeah.
Tiffy cooked her this segment. I was proud of her. And then she says, for 16 more days, you get to call yourself the world's least favorite Nepo baby. And Charlotte responds with, Nepo Queen! Made her look like an even bigger fucking idiot.
Yeah.
And then Tiffy was, no matter what happens, you get to go home and be lonely or some shit like that. And she goes, what's your record? 0-3? Which is just a kick right in the cock right there. That wasn't very nice of her to say.
Yeah.
Charlotte says, is that why Kaiser's in my DMs? And Twitter just fucking flamed her.
Tiffy was running out the ring because it definitely was some. I'm just trying to get something in, last second shit, just say some shit. That's definitely what it felt like. But Tiffany did win this promo battle or whatever the fuck this was, I guess. Tiffy was better, but I thought this was a terrible segment. I thought it was god awful. But
it was bad.
It was bad, but it made me care about this feud so much more. If that I don't know, that's weird. I thought it was a hard watch. It was such a hard watch. But
I don't care about this feud at like all. But it shows me that they genuinely dislike each other, which is cool.
Yeah. Even if it's a work or not, it made me think that they actually hate each other. But like I said, this segment it was just cringe to watch. It just was uncomfortable to watch. And I just think it was not good. I thought it was bad, but I walked away from it like I'm so much more excited to watch their match now than I was prior to the segment. So I guess it worked. It was a good thing at the end of the day, but I thought the segment itself was bad, but it makes me more interested in the match.
This is probably my least favorite, least interested title match at the moment for Mania.
That's confirmed. I think so for sure. Yeah, because I'd rather have Jay and Gunther. Obviously, Cody Cena. IC title just got confirmed. I'm taking that over it. What other titles are there on the card so far? Oh, both the women's. Both the women's. Or no, not both the women's. Sorry, but the world championship.
Rhea and Bianca.
Yeah. For sure. Yeah. Even some non-title matches, I'm taking over this. If KO and Randy was still happening, I would take over. Jade and Naomi, I'd take over a few title matches. I think I'd take Drew and Damian over Tiffy and Tiffy and Charlotte's probably bottom 2 or 3 right now. It's not good. But this
we'll talk about it on Raw, but there's an easily last place now for WrestleMania. Easily last place.
We'll get there.
It's announced that there will be a women's tag team gauntlet next week to challenge Liv and Raquel, so maybe we finally get a direction for them at Mania.
Why the fuck is a direction? It'd be 1 week at that point. They did Liv Morgan so fucking dirty. I'd rather it be some triple threat for the IC title than a fucking random ass tag team match for the belts. I'd rather it be Liv, Bailey, and Lyra in a fucking IC title match for that at Mania. But you got to, and I was like, you know what? Let me go. I saw the notification. I was like, okay, let me go look at the teams. And I looked at the teams and I'm like, who the fuck? No, none of these guys matter in a feud with Liv Morgan. And then I saw Bailey and Lyra. And I was like, hold on, aren't they about to have a match on Monday, but they're teaming up on Friday? Bro, Triple H just fucking went back, pulled something out of his ass, and just fucking said, here, Liv, that's what you're doing at Mania. This shit fucking pissed me off. Because Bailey and Lyra are gonna fucking win it. So that tells me that's gonna be the fucking main... Holy shit. Why is the women's IC champion in a fucking tournament to win, to face for the women's tag team belts at WrestleMania? Why in the world would Lyra Valkyria be in that with 2 weeks before Mania? That doesn't make any sense. Triple H, what the fuck was your plan here? Was Becky Lynch supposed to come back then didn't come back? We could have, Alexa Bliss, where is she? Why couldn't she have done something with Liv Morgan? What the fuck? For you to have
real shit, where the fuck is Alexa Bliss at?
For you to have your fucking women, your tag champion, your IC champion go after tag gold this close to WrestleMania is just beyond me, bro. I hate this so much for Liv Morgan, for Lyra. This is fucking awful, bro. I hate that shit. Sorry.
We get the Street Profits come out and sit ringside for the DIY Motor City Machine Guns #1 contender match. I care about the tag teams, but at the same time, they started the build a little bit too early for me.
Okay.
I'm ready for a conclusion on it. Gargano tries to use the ropes to help him with the pin. Charles Robinson realizes it. The dude that never realizes anything finally realizes something. They expose the turnbuckle pretty early in this match, and it comes back to bite him. He ends up running headfirst into it, gets rolled up by Chris Sabin.
Yeah.
And Motor City Machine Guns win this match. It was some cool wrestling. They kind of expected it to be because all 4 guys are good, but not a lot of storyline pushing in that.
I'm just waiting for this, hopefully, fatal 5-way ladder match or some shit at Mania.
Mellow Dalton is backstage with Pretty Deadly. Imagine finally getting an opportunity and fumbling at the 1-yard line in your own stadium. Carmelo Hayes says this to Pretty Deadly. Pretty Deadly or the Chicago Bears? This is mean. He didn't have to say that to him.
Bro, Carmelo, man. I it sucks that he doesn't have anything planned for Mania either, man. It sucks that he don't got anything planned.
Miz says I'm a 9-time tag team champion. And they say, yeah, but how many partners was that with? You're basically the Leonardo DiCaprio of the tag team division.
It is a lot because it's R-Truth, it's the Big Show, it's John Morrison. Did he win?
Too damn many is the answer.
I was gonna say, who else did he fucking win him with? Damian Sandow, I think he won with. Holy shit!
Was Damian Sandow like his stunt double guy?
Yeah.
And then they said, why is Melo okay with being relegated to your bitch, pretty much? And real shit. B-Fab versus Naomi. Jade attacks Naomi at the beginning of her entrance. Naomi looked thicker than a motherfucking stinker. The match starts in B-Fab. Naomi finally fights back a little bit, gets into the ring. B-Fab attacks her from behind. I think B-Fab is phenomenal. I hate that she had a 7-second match and it got squashed because she continues to improve in the ring and on the mic, but it just didn't matter. And then she screamed, Naomi wins and screams, where are you at, Jade? I'm still standing. And Jade comes out and kicks the fuck out of her. Like two-legged, damn near Drew McIntyre type kick. Claymore's just one leg though, ain't it? No, it's both.
That's what you're trying to say. No, it's just one. It's just one.
Drew McIntyre does the two-legged kick sometimes, though, so don't he? Or is he just always the Claymore?
No, I think.
What am I thinking of?
I don't know.
Jade ends up taking out security as well, and Naomi gets to roll out. And Nick Aldis comes out and says, "There's only one solution to this shit. We're all tired of it. Y'all will have a WrestleMania match." And they both tear up a little bit. Damian Priest segment explaining his side of the rivalry.
Good. I don't know why you're doing this.
And how he isn't the villain. And he did do good. He calls him a junkie of the cheap ass high. He says that, don't worry, Drew. You no longer have to paint me as the villain. I am the villain in your story. You no longer have to look in the shadows. I'll be in the center of the ring on next week. Come get your ass whooped.
I'm loving this feud, man.
Cool. Then we get Nick Aldis. And he's saying sometimes, the show ends and you get next week to figure out what's going on. Other times real life happens and it's overblown, but there's a reason we tell you not to try this at home. He said, I'm not going to go any further. I'm going to let him come out and say it myself. And Kevin Owens has had a neck injury for about 4 months now. He's got to get neck surgery. He's going to miss Mania. He doesn't know when he'll be back, if he'll ever be back. And he says the timing couldn't be worse. Not getting to do WrestleMania with Randy really, really sucks. And he says that shit, and he almost cried up or teared up himself. And seeing Kevin,
he's so good, bro. He was probably doing the best work of his career, bro. It's terrible.
For sure. He looks at the fans. He goes, "Thank you, and I'm sorry." And it's like, dog, you can't help it. You don't gotta be sorry to us. Just heal up. Come back, please. And then Randy's music hits, and Kevin just kind of looks at him, and like they have a little moment.
Yeah,
I wanted them to talk so bad.
When they looked at each other, I was like, "Dang, it's real. It's it's serious. Like Kevin's leaving." And then somebody said something to Kevin Owens, and he was walking out. And I saw the clip of like somebody recording it when they were there, and it was the guy. Somebody, I forget what they said to him, but Kevin Owens came back to him like, "Say it again" or some shit. And then, man, bro, it definitely sucks for Kevin Owens. I was so sad to hear that. Like I said, he was probably doing the best work of his career. And part of me just wanted to like just not believe it. I was like, no, it's got to be a work. It's got to be a work. Here comes Sami Zayn making his return, and Sami Zayn's gonna turn heel and align with Kevin Owens, attack Randy Orton. But no, it was none of that.
Randy comes out for no reason, RKO's Nick Aldis, and we go to commercial.
Yeah.
So we getting Randy and Nick Aldis?
I don't fucking know.
Be for real. I don't know. Last man standing match: Braun Strowman and Jacob Fatu. Strowman had never lost one of these matches before. They fucking dueled for a while, and for Braun Strowman not to have kneecaps anymore,
bro, he's doing so some good work, bro. Yeah, bro. For what he can't move as well as he once could, bro. But he does his work, bro. He gets the job done. He is damn good. I used to be a guy that I didn't really like Braun Strowman because I'm not a huge like. I don't like just the big guys because I feel like they're always just the same. I feel like they're all the same. But Braun Strowman, shout outs to him, man.
But who's the best?
And he's one of the reasons I don't like the big guys. He's one of the reasons being the Big Show. I don't that he's part the 90% of the reason I don't like big guys. They're all the fucking same.
Of all time. He's the greatest to ever do it. Not just in big guys, the greatest to ever walk a ring.
The one person we had watching this in dark just clicked off. So it's just us now. It's just us now.
Braun puts Fatu through a table, taco table backwards, and he kind of hurts himself doing it. He never overcame it. They get back in the ring. He goes through a table again, and he can't get back up, and Fatu wins. They count to 10. Cool. Roman arrives. He doesn't say anything to Paul Heyman. Walks straight to the ring.
Fastest entrance ever.
His fastest entrance ever. They even mentioned it, like, no pyros for Roman this first time. That's happened in a while.
Mm-hmm.
And he says, look at them chanting my name in your city. Come out here and acknowledge your tribal chief. Come out here and tell me what that favor is. And he just kind of waits for a second. Yeah. Oh, you can't hear me. I cut out again, but
no, like not at all. Not at all.
burn it down. What I was trying to say it in an exciting way.
It's like when I was singing Sunday night. Waiting all day for a Sunday night. Cut out.
Yep, you were not there. But Seth comes out, and then Punk comes out. Yeah, Punk comes out, and Punk is telling him that he was telling Paul Heyman that they were gonna fire him, and Paul Heyman was like, "You're gonna have to get comfortable being uncomfortable and everything." And Punk tells Roman that it's your turn, and I'm gonna force you to be out of your comfort zone. At WrestleMania, in the main event, in my corner, your wise man, my best friend, Paul Heyman. And Roman just kind of laughs at him. He says he loves me. He needs me. Even if I let him, he wouldn't. Let this desperate fool down easy. And he just kind of stands there for a while. And then he looks at him. He goes, "You crying? You better wipe him up and tell him no."
Up, man.
He said, "I'm going to give you one more opportunity to tell him no." And he kind of composes himself a little bit. And he goes, "No. I cannot do that, my tribal chief." And Seth Rollins was overreacting his ass off in the background of this segment, dog. He's back there like, what? He's doing the John Cena at the fucking chamber. Yeah. Punk attacks Roman from behind, hits him with the go to sleep, and then the final stare down is Punk versus Rollins. SmackDown, you did your damn thing.
I've been seeing a lot of people say in this feud like Seth Rollins feels out of place, but I just don't think that's true because if anything,
it's been amazing.
It's before this segment, before this whole favor shit, it was Roman Reigns that felt out of place, or Seth Rollins is not the one that I've been seeing so many people say I wish it was just Punk and Reigns, but that just doesn't make any sense because Seth Rollins was the one that had a tie to both of them before fucking Punk and Roman did. So I don't know. I just don't understand that argument when people say Seth feels out of place. Well, it's just because you just watched fucking Punk and Roman beef over Paul Heyman. Now Seth Rollins feels out of place. I'm sure next week Seth Rollins will fit right back in. Damn.
I'm ready for bed. Monday Night Raw. Adam Pearce opens up the show to address the Women's World Championship. He brings out Io. Brings out Bianca. And then he says, representing Judgment Day.
And I was listening to this. I'm like, who the fuck is coming out? I'm like, Liv. I'm like, no way.
Liv?
Yeah.
and Michael Cole's like, man, Adam Pearce is really going through it. She hasn't been part of Judgment Day in months. And he officially makes it a triple threat match. Triple threat match. My dumbass. Who's surprised, though? Absolutely nobody. And They pull the little push Io out of the way in a disrespectful manner or shit again. Bianca was telling Rhea that she's happy she's involved now, and it's okay. Nothing that
The crowds are booing Bianca now. We thought it was just the international crowds. The U.S. crowds are doing it too now, and it's crazy because Rhea is the obvious heel in this. Rhea, when not Nick Aldis, Adam Pearce said she's getting added, had the biggest fucking grin and smirk on her face. It's Rhea that just signed her name on the contract when she's supposed to. She's doing all the heel things, but the crowds are just booing Bianca now, and Rhea gets the biggest pop of the night every time she comes out. So I don't know. I thought it was just an international thing, but the U.S. crowds are turning on her too. I mean, can't blame him. Can't blame him. She definitely is mommy.
No, I can blame him. It's fucking Bianca Belair. What are we talking about?
Right. Rhea Bianca, come on the show.
For sure. And I can't say that. We live. Judgment Day. Get their early segment. Well, once again, it's announced that we're getting Braun versus Penta versus Finn versus Dom at WrestleMania. And Finn is real condescending to Dom, like always. And he's like, my fault, man. I didn't know you wanted a title match, too. Mm-hmm. And Liv tells him that she was the one that got him the match and everything. And Carlito just a fucking laughing stock now. I hate what they've done to him.
He don't do nothing, bro. He just try to get with Raquel and don't do nothing else.
Just let his ass go back to retirement. Then we have Lyra versus Bayley. And as we already alluded to, the wrestling in this match was magnificent. But there's just no storyline to it. And any story that is attached to it makes the fucking wrestling even worse.
Bro, this had to have been Becky Lynch's spot. Sorry to cut you off, but it had to have been. And Becky was like, no, I'm not coming back or something, because there's no way they just have nothing planned for Lyra. Every match Lyra is in is a banger. Every single one of them, versus Dakota, versus Ivy, versus Bayley. It doesn't matter who you put her in the ring against.
Where did Dakota go?
They're all like, bro.
Where did Zelina go?
It's like, it's gross that they have nothing for Lyra Valkyria at Mania, bro. It's disgusting.
Lyra folds her up backwards for the pin. She wins the retain again. They're walking out, and she sticks her hand out to try to like shake it with Bayley. Bayley slaps the shit out of her. She's starting to walk out, and then she realizes what she's done. Goes in, hugs her, puts her arms up. Cool. As you already said, they're gonna tag, so this shit just doesn't make sense.
It didn't matter. It didn't fucking matter.
We get a backstage interview with Kathy Kelly and Bert Kreischer. And Chad Gable comes in and interrupts, and with American Made, and then Otis and the Alpha Babes interrupt them. It's just a goofy ass little segment.
Fucking Triple H, he loves putting Chad Gable and Alpha Academy in the same fucking backstage segments every fucking week, but didn't want to give us Chad Gable versus fucking Otis, but just loves putting them together every fucking week just so Chad Gable can call them fucking idiots or something. Fuck you, Triple H. No, actually, don't fuck you, but you know, like. Fuck you, though.
AJ Styles interview backstage. He's rattling on. He says, you can't beat experience. Karrion Kross interrupts. Says, experience? But didn't we just see you lose to a rookie last week? He says that we need the AJ Styles that's going to get the job done. If you lose, we all lose. AJ says, you want to see a new AJ Styles? See me next week. Yawn, yawn, yawn. LWO versus American Made and El Grande Americano. As you said, once again, the wrestling, phenomenal. I don't really give a fuck about any of these people until the Creeds either go tag team or split up completely, because Julius is amazing.
Is a star. Is a fucking... That shooting star press, the shooting star press, first of all, might be the most beautiful move in wrestling. And the fact that he's pulling it off makes it even more beautiful.
Ivy Nile slips Chad Gable a piece of metal. He slips it under his little mask and uses the headbutt to win the match. And Ray had came out and he hits him with the headbutt of his own. This shit just sucks, man.
Yeah, I think it's cool. It's alright. It's alright.
Gunther is the next segment. He has his long ass entrance, and then we get the Jey Uso pop.
Uso, it's just me, Uso.
And they're trying to figure out where he's coming down from. They can't see him. And then we see he's making an entrance like the Shield coming down from over on the side.
Yeah, and I was like, oh no, he's coming through the crowd. Here we go, bro. He's going to be on the same bullshit every week, but continue.
He's wearing all black, no smiles, no yeeting, walking down slow as hell, serious as hell. He finally gets in there. smacks the shit out of his. And they even say, everybody here eat yeeting except one person.
Even
Jey
Gunther
Uso.
was in the ring doing his little yeet too. Yeah.
They said even Gunther got some more rhythm than Jay right now. He immediately slaps the shit out of Gunther's mic, so he's just talking pretty much to himself the entire time. It's just a Jey Uso solo segment. He goes, "You got a mom, Gunther?" And Gunther kind of says something, but we don't know what he's saying.
This was a little weird.
Did you talk to your... Very weird.
Like, he took a while to get there. When he got there, it was good, but he...
It was good, yeah. You talk to your mom? What do y'all talk about? The dogs, the family, the wife? Just normal mom and kid stuff? He tried to like tell the crowd to stop eating several times.
That was fucking pissing me off because he was telling them, and
he
they
was
kept
telling
on
them
going eat, and you could tell like when they first started, like obviously when he first started his promo, like the whole arena was screaming yeet. Then he told them to chill, and then you could hear the same fucking idiots doing it. Like it was the same fucking couple of people eating, and I was so fucking mad because he's trying to be serious, and I hated it.
He goes, I had to tell my mother that her oldest son is laid up in a hospital bed and got 15 stitches across his forehead. And she says, why didn't you protect him, Joshua? And when they use their real names in these shits, that always, like, it's serious. Yeah. And he says, as a grown man, I've never lied to my mom. And I'm not going to start now. I told her I was afraid of you. In my darkest moment, a light bulb went off. I'm not afraid of you no more, Gunther.
And the crowd lost it. They popped for this.
And Gunther was good as hell with his facial expressions. He kept putting his hands through his hair and shit.
He's just good at everything.
And Gunther just amazing, dog.
He's good at everything.
Jay looks at him and says, before WrestleMania, hug and kiss your family. The night before, I'm going to lay my head down and I'm going to say a prayer. I'm going to pray about you, but more so for me. I'm gonna ask for forgiveness for the man that I'm about to become.
Jay did his thing, man. This is what we needed. This is what we needed. I'm so glad he didn't come out yeeting and none of that. Wore all black. Took the yeet glasses off and was dead serious, bro. This is what we needed. And like I said, he started that promo and I was like, dog, where the fuck we going with this, bro? He needed to speed it up in the beginning, but once he got there, it was damn good. So, but once I heard you talk to your mom, talk about the kids, the dog, the wife, I was like, Jay, not like this. But he did his thing. Shout outs to you, Jay.
2 weeks in a row, debatably the best segment on the card.
For sure.
Then we get Low Homie backstage with Natalya and Maxine Dupree, and he tells them that they'll be teaming together next week in a gauntlet match. Who gives a flying fuck? And then Rey Mysterio walks backstage, and he goes, I know, you want Gable. I'm going to give him to you whenever you want. And Rey says, Gable? Why would I want Gable? I want El Grande Americano. And he says, if you're giving them to me whenever I want him at WrestleMania.
It is what it is. They need some matches to fill out the card. I hope this is like a mask versus match, or mask versus mask match. And obviously, you just rip off the mask and it's Chad Gable. Or maybe even if they don't do that, maybe Ray just has him fucking beat and then just takes off his mask or something. I don't know. But I think eventually he does get unmasked.
This is a pre-show ass match.
I mean, hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. They need some match to fill out the card.
New Day versus War Raiders. Before we even talk about them, I just feel bad because the War Raiders are so good, and I could not care less about them.
They haven't done a good job with them. The Raw Tag Division just fucking sucks. Raw is... It's supposed to scream war. Like when the Warriors come out, how they be, Raw is war! Like, you know that.
I don't like them.
Let's move on. You just said
I'm
like
just
the
fucking
War
with
Raiders. I was gonna say.
No, I said I don't like the War Raiders. They're good, but I don't give a fuck about them.
Okay.
Tony Hinchcliffe joins that commentary, and he made this shit unwatchable.
Bro, he came, and I was like, his first couple jokes were decent. You know, Michael Cole was fucking commentating there in the Jurassic era or whatever. His first match was David versus Goliath, but it's something about his voice. His voice was just fucking unbearable on fucking commentary. Just made the shit sound so fucking boring, and he was just talking about a whole lot of fucking nothing. I didn't like it at all.
New Day wins by disqualification because Ivar hits Xavier with the steel chair, and they had like thrown it into him or some shit. But New Day whoops their ass after the match, and
I guess this is the Mania match.
yeah.
Yeah, and this sucks because the New Day, both teams are really good, but the New Day had that fucking Big E heel turn for this shit.
Cody has a nice little edit with the Shabuzi
This was
song
really
behind
good.
him.
This and yeah, and the song made it even better, bro. The song made it so much better. That little fucking clip or whatever video package was so good, so good. That's a great way to build that story without either of them there. That was so good.
Then we get Penta and Dom, Carlito ringside. Dom surprised me. The wrestling between them was really good.
Dom is very good, yeah.
And Dom steals Penta's move, and Pat McAfee goes, "If Dom's hitting that, we should call it the Toilet Destroyer."
Yeah. He always kills me when he talks about Dom. Like, there's that clip of him making Michael Cole like die laughing when he was like, "Dominic Mysterio is a dude wipe after you wipe," and that shit kills me every single time. I love Pat McAfee talking about Dom.
Penta beats Dom, and Carlito goes in afterwards to whoop his ass. And
I was surprised Dom lost here. I was like, oh, Dom probably ends in DQ. I don't think Dom is gonna lose. Either one of them is gonna lose this close to Mania. They all don't want to, they all want to go in strong, but they gave Dom the loss here.
Dom always gets the loss
for sure. That's why I think he's winning.
They're whooping on Penta. Braun comes out and destroys all of them.
He came out looking like a fucking badass. Shirt already off. Man, he came out ready to whoop some ass. Shout out to Braun Baker, man. I love him.
Finn sneaks in to attack Braun. Is holding up the belt. Braun gets back up and goes for the spear. Spear. And Finn slips out and Braun's standing tall holding this shit at the end of the match. Then we go to the man. One of the best in the company. Don't even got to take that shirt off, and he one of the best, wearing them suit jackets. We get Paul Heyman in the ring. He's talking about how I will always be loyal to my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. I will always be loyal to my best friend in the world, CM Punk. And then we get to burn it down again. I can't say it in a fun way because I'll just, he comes out and he says, or he asks Heyman whose side he's really on because he can't be on both, no matter how much he wants to be. And he goes, "It occurred to me that you're really not on either side. Roman doesn't give a damn about you. Roman doesn't respect you. When Roman lost, Roman went on his hiatus, and did he take you with you?" The crowd all chants no. He said he left Solo in the bloodline to look after you, and they treated you like scum. Did Roman come to rescue you? And they said no.
You're looking at your new Paul Heyman guy. And I'm pissed because I when Seth came out and it was just them two in the ring, because I was like, I always thought like, what if Paul Heyman after the favor, what if Paul Heyman walks out with fucking like with Seth Rollins, not like after the match, not walks out to interest, but like walks away with fucking Seth Rollins. And after this promo, I think it's fucking stamped. I think Seth Rollins is the new Paul Heyman guy after Mania.
Nah.
I hope he is.
Nah.
All right.
Seth said that his kids had to sit there and watch their father get put through a table because Roman doesn't care about you. He said Punk also doesn't care about you. He wasn't there. Everybody always loves to bring up when he was there for them at War Games. He goes, "Was Punk your first option?" "No, I was. Punk was your last option." He said, "The easiest choice is for you to remove yourself and let us just go to battle for it." And Paul Heyman's like, "I can't do that." And he says, "You can't or you won't." He says, "There's an easy way to take you out right now. One quick stomp and it's all over. I'm happy being the one to do it." He said, "Nobody's here to save you." And they just start slapping Heyman around a little bit.
I was like, damn, he just slapping Paul Heyman in the face. I'm like, holy shit. But Paul Heyman said enough of that.
He said, "How much are you worth?" And he slaps the shit out of him. And then he goes, "Don't you put your hands on me again."
Stand on fucking business, Paul Heyman. Fuck this dude talking about.
And Seth goes, "Thank you," and fucking shoves his ass over into the corner and ragdolls his big bitch ass.
And then you hear, look in my
eyes. What do you see? Sorry. Punk comes out finally, beats the hell out of one of another.
Mm-hmm.
They roll out of the ring. Seth goes under the ring or under the rope, and then Punk just kind of falls on him from in between the other two. It was kind of cool to me, but he slams him against the stairs, pulls him apart. He goes for like his little shit. Seth rolls into the ring. As Punk's trying to come in, Seth hits the stomp on him. Paul Heyman's down there beside him, trying to comfort him to get him back. And he runs up to him, acting like he's about to hit the stomp. Stomps next to his head and goes, "Now you owe me a favor."
Seth Rollins looked fucking crazy in this, bro, with his shirt fucking off, hair
Because
down.
when was the last time we saw him without a shirt?
Bro, and Seth Rollins is built, bro. He got a decent like physique to him, bro. I was like, this guy looks crazy, like fucking insane here, bro. And then he said that. That's what cemented it, because before Seth Rollins brought up, "Oh, now you owe me a favor," I was like, yeah, Seth Rollins is the new Paul Heyman guy. But now I'm even more on it. Seth Rollins is the new Paul Heyman guy. No. All right.
I hope we get a woman with him. Just change up the dynamic.
I wouldn't hate that. Like I remember, I think it was like people wanted. Well, it wasn't Paul Heyman specifically, but people wanted like Rhea to join like fucking The Rock, John Cena, and like Travis Scott and that shit. I want to see a woman like just like a heel woman just fucking like be like that powerful and like a tyrant like how fucking Roman Reigns was. So Rhea, get on it. Bianca, somebody, get on it. But yeah, that's all we got for this week. I guess that's everything for the Waffle. We got WrestleMania here coming up soon. We'll be making our WrestleMania predictions when all the matches, get announced for that. And I will be streaming night 1. We will be streaming night 1 of WrestleMania. Night 2 is still up in the air. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed. No small talk today. I miss small talk, man. But I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of the Hurls and Smallz Show. Be sure to go down, like, comment, and sub if you haven't already. Head over to the TikTok and show some love over there, the YouTube Shorts, and the Twitter as well. We appreciate you guys watching, and we'll see you guys next week. Peace.
Love y'all.